From the outside, the Powel Crosley estate is a beautiful mansion. It hosts more than 100 weddings a year. But on the inside, there's a rich history dating back to the 1920s. SNN's Nadine Young takes us on a tour.
An innovator, industrialist, and entrepreneur, Powel Crosley was a man ahead of his time.
He literally was a man that was always trying to come up with another idea to sell things.
Taking a tour of Seagate, the Crosley's winter estate, chairman of the Crosley Foundation, David Wick, explains how Crosley first got his start in radio.
You couldn't buy a radio for it had to be like almost $100. Well, back in the day, that was a lot of money, still a lot of money. So he came out with a radio that sold for $9.95.
Bringing radio to the masses for an affordable price, by 1924, Crosley Radio Corporation was the largest radio maker in the world.
People are listening to the radio about what happened in the war, listening to Roosevelt tell them what's going on in 1939 or 40 or 41, 42. This was how America knew what was going on.
But he didn't stop there. Crosley was the first to put a shelf in a refrigerator called the shelvador, and the first to create the car radio. If it involved electronics, Crosley was a part of it.
He sold inner tubes. He would make a real thick inner tube that they would say was blowout proof, and so you wouldn't be on the side of the road fixing your flat. He always wanted to do cars. So back in the early 50s, he came out with the Crosley.
The Mediterranean-style estate was built in 1929 out of steel beams and concrete and is the first fireproof home in Florida. Crosley died of a heart attack at age 74, but his legacy lives on forever.
The history of what happened here and how this took place and what took place in this house is like the Ringling. It's something that's here, and it's really kind of nice to be able to preserve some of our history.
Reporting in Sarasota County, Nadine Young, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.